Hello everybody and welcome back. This is your one and only Chickensalad here with Alpha Beta Demos, a series where I play the early builds of the game to find that hidden gem. And today is the spooky month. Editor, please put in the storms and bats. I mean, I pay you nothing, but if you can, please. For today's demo, we're going to play Slay the Princess. So for those who are new to the series, I pretty much jump into the game as blind as I can, show you the gameplay footage, and give it a rating at the end whether or not to buy or play the game. So without any further ado, let's begin. Okay! Did not expect that. I guess without any further ado, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Explore. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Whoa! Oh, hello! Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that, you got movement. I really like that. It's not like a static image like in most visual novels, eh? That's actually really good. Anyway, let's look at our options. My god, we have a lot of options. Okay, looks like we're going to be doing this for a while then. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Or, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? And then it seems like there is options here. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Walk towards the cabin. Turn around and leave. We'll probably best explore the options. Yeah, let's get some more information. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. Ooh, we got new options. Okay. So, other options is, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Or, if you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Or, do you have any evidence to back this up? Or this one. And then the rest are the same. Yeah, do you have any evidence to back this up? I think I like this one. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
That doesn't sound right. Okay, let's use up all the other things. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Dude, if a princess can end the world, how the hell am I even supposed to kill the princess? Yeah, how about this one? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Oh wait, is there time? There can't be a timer, right?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
You know what? Because you used the chicken reference, I like your narrator.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. But yeah, killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay, but so does a princess in their own right. Yeah, can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
It very much sounds like you do.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Great, of course.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Don't know, he makes good points. I don't know, I think a princess does hold some level of... Like, every position, whether good or bad, has some use. Whether that's use to you, or use to themselves, or use to the masses, or select group, there is a use. Whether good or bad. Forget it, I'm not doing this. I don't think I can do that. Have you maybe considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Ooh, let's do that.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, I'm not one of those. Alright, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Other one is, okay, I'm sold, let's get on with this. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I think this is the most rational. Yeah. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Alright, fine.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Wow, okay, dismissive much.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I'm going against the trope.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, who was that? Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ooh, so we're gonna cut her throat or something, eh? Or stab her.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Yeah, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright, let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Nobody. Nobody's here.
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I like this. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Let's do that one.
You must have the wrong address.
Oh no, princess. The very right address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Ah, great.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, hero.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No, I was not, princess. No, I was not. What? No way! Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. I think I'm gonna go with my honest answer. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I don't think so, princess.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Agreed. Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Why?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I know, right? They should have given me a bow, an arrow, or something. Maybe even a spear?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Was that a threat, princess?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Yeah, let's do that one.
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Well, okay.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
What? But I got the knife. Yeah, fine. I guess we're in an impasse.
I guess we are.
Hey, you bitch.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
I'm trying to be reasonable, narrator.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Fuck it, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to do it. Sorry, princess. About to get my hands bloody.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
What?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Oh, come on. What kind of hero are you?
We shouldn't have hesitated.
God damn it.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
I'm gonna kill you the next time we do this.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes black,
Achievement unlocked.
and you die.
The real Slay the Princess starts here. Okay. Chapter 2, The Fury. Wait, what?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
But we just did this.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this... Yeah, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again.
The voice of the broken.
Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, don't you worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. She's got it coming.
Such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time.
Well, I hope you're right, narrator. No hesitation, I'm just gonna go for it.
One last warning for you.
Of course.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Well ahead of you, narrator. Well ahead.
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
Quite true.
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Proceed to the cabin. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Mm-hmm. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are wide and deep. The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Is it me, or did they slightly change the descriptors?
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before.
Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you.
Wait, am I in like a constant loop? Is this my hell?
You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend
What?
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah.
I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
No. What? To be continued?
Are you here to kill me or something?
Why? Is it because of the knife that I'm holding? I'm just gonna steal my nose and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Pure luck, I guess. Roll for luck.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
And I will. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Yes.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
It is, princess.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Probably not.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Yeah. Of course not. That was way too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let's leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
Great! Just great.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
What the frick? Yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Eternity in the void of nothingness? I don't feel like that's a reward.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Is this my punishment for slaying the princess?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Okay, well, as long as I'm happy, I guess.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy, we're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Yeah.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
I'm gonna have to go back to the princess, aren't I?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
How are we gonna use the blade to get out? No. No, it's not what I think it is it? We're not gonna use the blade on ourselves, are we?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
I knew it.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Yeah.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Oh yeah, I know. We'll probably respawn back at the start.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing. At least for a little while longer. Nope. I'm going to do the first one. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Cool.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. Chapter 2, The Spectre. Ooh. Lie. Yep, okay. Definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Fine. Yep.
You're right. She won't be a problem.
Ooh, Voice of the Cold.
I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told.
Definitely.
The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him. A soft odour of dirt permeating the air.
Ooh.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a head appears from underneath the floorboards.
What the?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
You tell me, narrator.
A ghost! Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
Yeah, about that. To be continued. Ah. Let's lie. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
Maybe because of the giant knife you're holding?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare.
Oh, I dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Yep. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Sure.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Okay. That is a dumbass decision, hero. You could, you know, sound travels, right? You don't need to get close. You could stick by your bloody blade. Anyways.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
I guess so. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? let's start with introductions. You know, it's kind of rude not starting. So, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
All right, your royal bitchiness.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Let's see what else options. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay, more vague answers.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I don't want to give her information. How about this one? Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Not to make things even more awkward, but do you know why you're here to kill me?
No. Of course I do. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That's pretty ridiculous. Let's go, do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Okay, hero. Back off, buddy. Back off.
Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
How about this one? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I'm gonna remain silent.
I see. The silent treatment. You know, if you don't share with me, I'm not going to share with you.
Okay, let's explore this. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah, we can cut off that arm.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Oh, she definitely is.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Yeah.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't,
What?
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You
Damn.
have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Okay.
Turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Did we take the blade?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around.
She's going to kill me again. Let's say that.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
So you say.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
You know what? Screw this up. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Achievement unlocked. Nope.
Do you even know where you're going?
The only thing that matters is where I'm not going in the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. Yep.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh.
How convenient.
How
Everything's
convenient.
back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yeah, you're emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I mean, you're the one who dictates the story. I'm back here again. Very suspicious. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
That seems a bit rude.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh my god. You can never leave! You can never leave!
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh wow. Chapter 2 again? The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement
Is it
of
me
that
or is
cabin
there something weird in the
is
background?
a princess. You're here to slay her.
Getting a sense of terrible deja vu?
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us has been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then yeah, screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Oh, that's
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful.
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to...
Okay. Wow, they didn't even give me a choice. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you.
Look at that giant wall. Jesus.
She will lie.
Yeah.
Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore them. They're just being difficult for the sake of it.
They sure are. Proceed to the cabin. Wow, they really don't let you
The
escape.
interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic. The
Oh.
wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
Agreed.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Many times. We're just gonna enter the basement without the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed. The air seeping up from below is heavy, oppressive, with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Hello. Is someone there?
Nope, no one's here.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
Yeah.
What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed. You
Dangerous
carefully
indeed.
make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. She locks
Oh
eyes,
god.
one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord. Something in her
Oh
neck
god.
bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Yeah, it's gonna be longer still. The stranger. To be continued. Okay. Alright, one more. We'll do one more. I'm actually intrigued.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh!
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of...
Yep. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna say I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Many times.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
So, is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Yes. Every human has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Very.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Let's let's say this one. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Because that's what you need to do to survive.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I don't know. Seems kind of relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll say this one. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
Let's see how far your words go.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Alright. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh, god damn it.
Is someone else here?
Let's try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, so it was you, narrator. Well, time to go back.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh my god.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Sure is.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, we'll see about that. Free the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
What is with my hands?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the
Oh,
bottom
wow.
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, it's kind of cool. I'm getting Doki Doki Literature Club vibes here. Monica, eh? Well, I'm gonna warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm gonna warn her. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Cool. The damsel. Oh, interesting.
You're on a path. You're
Yep.
here to...
Yep. Oh, you're the bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, don't forget what he did to us the last time around. We can help her. We just have to find a way. Oh, is there another one of us in here? Help her? Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Sure, and all of us in here definitely believe you. Just stay focused on the task at hand.
Cool. Alright. So I proceed to the cabin.
I have one. She will lie.
Yeah.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say the word wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, let's proceed to the cabin. Kind of interested in what's going to happen.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty.
Oh,
The air
the
stick
exact
the
same.
blade is your implement.
I'm just going to enter the basement again without the knife. Yeah, sure.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice carries.
Hello?
You're
that's
playing
the
a
same.
dangerous game, but it's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be?
It's probably that.
I think we're in love. For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs
Oh.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her.
Yep.
She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Oh, she remembers as well. The damsel. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that is cool. Alright, so I kind of want to see what happens in the other one. Slay the princess.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Oh, Princess, I believe you need much less.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness? She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to detect, but you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Princess Souls. Get it? Chapter 2, The Beast. Oh.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second, if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I can still feel each and every puncture and laceration. That beast hurt us, but we're going to hurt her back.
Oh.
Is there another one of us in here? Good. It seems like your head's in the right place. If you can all just stay focused on the task at hand, the princess will be good and slain in no time at all. Will lie?
Yeah,
He's right, you know. She's a clever one, and determined too. Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again. Ignore him, she's just a princess. Don't overestimate her.
Okay, proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
Ooh,
it
look at
feels
this.
like no one
Looks
has
different
lived
again.
here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
Yeah.
Do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Alright, so I want to actually save here as well. I want to enter without the blade. See what happens.
The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still stirred. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, she growls up the stairs.
Oh!
I can smell you.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral.
Yeah. Oops.
You absolute fool. You know what she's capable of. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you
Oh!
descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. She has both her arms again. And she's different, isn't she? The beast is showing us what she really is.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
The Beast. Okay. So, that was Slay the Princess, the demo. And it was quite the interesting demo. I actually really liked it. It was very intriguing. So, this is the part of the video where I kind of rate it from a yeah, meh, and nah. And then I give my reasoning. So I think this actually just teeters over the meh and into the yeah. I'm actually very intrigued. I definitely want to either buy or play this game because of the varying choices and the consequences of those choices and the replayability of this game. And in that note, let's talk about the visual and audio aesthetics. I think in terms of the visual element, I really do like the drawn art style. Like it's almost like a sketch work with its black and white. And the fact that it looks like sketchwork means you can really exaggerate the features and really kind of express on top of what the narration is within the game. And on that note, I think in terms of the audio aspects, I think the narration from the narrator as well as the princess's voice and even the heroes are done really well. It really elevates the game. Now in terms of the music, I do think it's done quite well, but not sure how you can make it better to be honest. But it is just there to kind of help you move along in a sense. In terms of its gameplay mechanics, it's very much a visual novel. You just click the choices and then see what happens. Unfortunately, it doesn't go beyond that. But I do like the fact that if you move the mouse, it actually has like a semi 3D kind of look. It looks like there's different layers and it kind of changes based on where your mouse cursor is. Now I really do hope in the full release that as you do that, you can find some hidden things, some hidden pictures or messages by moving the mouse cursor around to see and shift the perspectives and views. That'll be kind of like a really neat mechanic as well on top of that. In terms of the story and the plot, I think the fact that it's so simple makes it really beautiful. You know, keep it simple, stupid, the KISS principle, and from that you can really branch out to as many different possibilities. So I think they did that really, really well. I just really hope, like with most unfortunate visual novels, the endings tend to be limited, and if there is many different endings, it's usually just a variation of a couple of the different endings. And I do hope that in this case scenario, while it most likely will have that, I kind of hope that it'll be varied enough so that most players won't notice it. And obviously I kind of want an ending that's, you know, the typical standard doom and gloom end world ending. I want one where you can actually save the princess, you know, maybe pull on your heartstrings. And I want one that, you know, really messes with your mind. You might as well, right? I mean, if they name like Slay the Princess. So if you liked it, please hit the like button, comment down below to help the channel grow, and share it around, and hopefully you'll steal the show. And as always, take it easy. Until next adventure, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.